Vidéotron limité câble 11, la télévision communautaire de Sherbrooke. We'd like to thank Dicar NW of 5087 Bourke Boulevard in Rock Forest for providing the fine furniture.
Welcome to Townships Magazine. This is actually our last show of the season, so welcome.
Yeah, welcome and have a good holiday, but stay tuned for the end of the show because I think we got some nice surprises for you today.
Yes, we do. We've got some very relevant topics coming up. One of them is Canada Day and the other one is Friendship Day. And they're both events actually coming up fairly soon. When is Friendship Day actually?
16th. Well, Muriel will be here in a few minutes.
So we'll find out more about it.
I think it's the 16th and 17th. If it isn't, Muriel Brand will tell us.
Correct us, but we know when Canada Day is.
July the 1st, is that correct?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, we have two guests, Ruth McKeag, who is, I hope I pronounced that correctly.
Yes.
Okay, and Jean-Paul Pelletier, who some people know around here.
Well, I think he's most well known for being the former mayor of Sherbrooke, right?
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
Am I right in assuming that this is sort of your first appearance, public appearance or on television for some time?
Well, for some time, since the last federal election, where there was a debate on TV. I think that was the last time I was on TV. And,
well, welcome.
Well, thank you so much.
Whichever one of you wants to start, I'd like you to tell us about some of the festivities that are going on. And then while you're talking, I'm going to show some drawings here from some children. Well, children, what are we talking about here?
17-year-olds.
Yeah, so they don't like to be called children, that's for sure.
Teenagers.
Teenagers?
Young adults.
So why don't one of you start to tell me about, this is a great drawing. Really.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
So it's in the schools? Did they have a contest?
No, right across Canada they had contests for drawings, their theme of Canada Day. And these are some of the winners.
Okay.
Wow.
And
the one we just saw is, let me see now, is from Jason Oakley, 17, from Richmond Regional High School.
Yes.
Now we've got some more to show you. Now talk to me about Canada Day too. What's coming up? What's going to be happening? We get fireworks and stuff like that?
Not fireworks, but it should be exciting. It's going to start around 12:30 in the afternoon, July the 1st, at the Jacques Cartier Park, where we should have activities. It's a family day. Okay. Where we'll also have the swearing-in ceremony of between 50 and 100 new Canadians, as presided by Jack Lee. Who's a member of the Order of Canada. We're very pleased to announce today that Jack Lee is going to be there, and we all remember Jack from the Nanking Cafe, and a very distinguished Canadian, and we're very pleased that he's going to be there.
And where will the activities be held?
At the Jacques Cartier Park, at or near the Pavillon Armanado.
Okay.
And it starts when, in the morning or afternoon?
12:30 afternoon until about 5. So there should be activities for all, for children, etc. Around 3:30 we should have a fly past by 50 aircraft.
Oh,
yes.
nice.
So,
that should be nice.
Yes.
You have a band or something?
Les Fourcheurs de Marguerite.
Les Fourcheurs?
It's an organization, it's a group of pilots.
Yes.
Who,
is it military?
No, it's not.
No,
it's not. Hopefully we'll get some F-18s come over. We're still negotiating. But we'll have the smaller aircraft, and it should be quite impressive.
Wow.
Now, Jean-Paul, you're the chairman or the president or whatever of the
president of the committee.
And Ruth is a member.
Yes, I'm on the committee.
Okay. So you've been working at this for as well, I guess.
Yes,
getting things organized.
We've been very busy because we had a limited time to work on the committee. And we also, in some of the activities, we'll have the La Monnaie de Sherbrooke, which will be
That's a great organization.
And some of the United Nations soldiers.
Yes.
will participate.
Okay, because there have been a number of them from the townships that have been over there, and they're back now.
And they're back now?
Yeah.
Yes, they're back.
Will they be speaking?
Pardon?
Will they be speaking of their experience?
No, I don't
not
imagine.
likely.
Okay.
They'll just participate in the ceremony because we'll have a flag ceremony.
Right.
So that.
And you were saying that there's 100 people that will be welcomed as new Canadians.
Yes, the swearing-in ceremony. It's a nice little ceremony to welcome them to Canada officially. And the flag ceremony is something special this year because it's the 30th anniversary of the Canadian flag, of the new Canadian flag.
Okay.
So that's why we're having a little special ceremony, and also we have, as a president, honorary president of this event, Brigadier General Jean-Luc Bombardier.
Oh, yes.
So we're very honored to have him with us, and he will be there with some of the men from the regiments here, and then the United Nations also. And for the first time, I believe, we're having the entire MRC, the Sherbrooke MRC, is involved. So it's not just Sherbrooke, it's the whole area.
Okay.
And we want to have as many people come to these festivities to enjoy with us and to celebrate Canada. You know, to be proud of Canada and to show that we're proud of Canada. It's not just a matter of knowing that we live in the best country in the world, but you know, show it, express it. Of course.
Like the Americans are often accused of doing, you know, where they really wave the flag and say America's the best.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. They say they're the best. We know we are.
So unless Ruth, sorry, Ruth, you're going to be busy between now and July the 1st. There are other things I'm sure that you're going to have to work on too as well.
Yes, because we are in trying to recruit some volunteers because it takes a lot of people to organize an event like that.
How do they get in touch with you if they want to join?
Well, they can phone Jean-Paul Penty, or they can also phone me, or you know, they just have to contact one of us, and we'll.
You can find your numbers easily enough. And
oh yes, I'm in the telephone book.
You still on Portland then?
2550 Portland. Yes.
What kind of activities will be held throughout the day, aside from those you've mentioned?
For instance, we'll have some balloons, etc. for the children. We'll have some clowns for the children. We'll have some makeup artists for the children as well, you know, and different little activities. And then we'll have, of course, the traditional speeches, but they'll be kept very short. Everybody's been informed to keep it very short.
Short and sweet.
Yes,
so
hopefully
here's the next politician tell you that speeches are going to be short.
I'll have to live up to this.
Now you've said it in public.
Yes, indeed.
And we have 2 or 3 other witnesses.
Yes.
Okay, so what I suggest is we thank you for being with us, and it's going to be a great day. Let's make sure that everybody turns out. That's the idea.
Yes.
And including yourself.
Yeah,
we'll be there.
Yourselves, we very much like
I
to
only
see
have my little
that.
flag.
Yes.
Yes, we're very proud of you. Yes.
Well, thank you both for being here. It's July the 1st, and by the time you see the show,
that's right. It's on Saturday, and anywhere after 12 noon.
It's going to be going.
It's going to be going.
So we should really come out and show our support.
Yeah,
just have a
that's
nice
the whole
day.
idea, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, thank you both for being with us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Great. You're always pleased. We've got somebody else coming up.
That's right.
And we're going to talk about Friendship Days now.
Yep.
Friendship Days that are going to be happening a little before July the 1st.
That's right.
In fact, well, let's ask Muriel. She'll be here to tell us all. If I give her all the information, she's going to be mad at me.
That's
I don't want to be Muriel.
Well, maybe we can take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, Lindor at the Carrefour for my wonderful wardrobe, and NW Decor, who furnished this incredible set.
Yeah.
The furniture and the details that they've provided are very good.
We want to thank them both, and we also, while we're at it, and Muriel's getting set up here with a microphone, I'd like to thank, you know, we don't do this very often, but I want to thank Videotron for providing the facilities here, and we want to thank Paragon Cable for carrying the show in St. Petersburg, Cogeco for the whole area in Ayrscliff and North Hatley and so on. And I know I've got some other people. Oh yeah, the Body Shop, and they were part of the show for the makeup.
They've done the makeup.
For part of the show, so we want to thank them as well.
Okay.
Some people I forgot.
We'll get them at the end of the show. Okay. How about we get our next guest?
Absolutely. Muriel Brand. Everybody knows Muriel in Lennoxville and elsewhere. And
Pretty
it's true.
popular lady.
She sure is. She
I'm
really
not
knows-
sure if that's good or bad.
No, I think it is very good, and you sure know how to organize things. And I know the reason you're here today, Muriel, is to talk to us about Friendship Day. Now, this is what, the 6th year, is that
This
correct?
is our 6th year,
Yeah.
yes.
And what is Friendship Day?
Well, Friendship Day essentially is a celebration of life in Lennoxville, of our two cultures that get along very well. It's a family day, and a chance to get together and meet your friends.
And what's going to be happening? Oh, I know one thing you've got going. I'll let you answer the question, but I know you've got the RCMP musical ride.
Yes, with the horses.
That's right. We're very fortunate this year to have the RCMP musical ride with 36 trained horsemen, and they're wonderful horses.
And horsewomen, too, you were
That's
saying.
right. There are There are 8 women in the ride this year.
This is something new, is it?
Yes, I think this is something new. The horses are going to be stabled at BCS at the arena, and the public is invited to go and visit to see the horses there and talk to.
It's a spectacular show.
Oh yes, and we're so fortunate to have it.
So it's the 16th and 17th. That's
No,
Saturday and
it's
Sunday?
excuse me. It is the 17th of June.
And 18th. No?
The only event on the following day
Sunday.
will be the traditional fireman's brunch.
Yeah.
Okay,
but
so it's basically just Saturday the 17th.
That's right.
Okay.
But that's the whole day. You've got
That's right.
activities
That's right. We
lined
have
up like you
activities
wouldn't
galore.
believe.
That's right.
You know, and you've got, well, you've got the book sale, you've got arts and craft, you've got all kinds of entertainment at the various parks. Now, there's something about parking too, isn't there?
Well, there are some major changes this year, and the location is one of them. However, the parade this year will begin at its usual spot behind the Eastern Township School Board, go down Queen Street to College, turn down College, and we'll break up at the Optimus Park. We're a bit pushed for space over at the Atto Beaver Park, where the musical ride and all the rest of the activities will be.
And that's going to be in the afternoon, around 3, according to your...
The musical ride is at 3:30, but
Okay.
I would suggest to anybody that wants to see it, they better be there an hour early.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you have a shuttle service, don't you?
Yes, there's no parking at the Atto Beaver Park,
Okay.
but there is parking anywhere in town in Lennoxville, almost. At the sports complex at Bishop's and at the Army-Navy hut, and there will be shuttle buses that will transport people to
That's a good idea.
Wonderful.
That's a
Will
really
there
good
be
idea.
food and things like that for sale on site?
Oh yes, the firemen will have their usual canteen. The Sherbrooke Hospital Auxiliary also, they are installed in a dining tent. Along with other groups that will have snack foods and an ice cream stand. But then the firemen will have their famous chicken barbecue.
Oh, wow.
You've got a couple of other activities, Muriel. One of them is there's a youth dance, and there's fireworks, and there's then a dance with the Hodiners with the Rifle Club, I think?
Yes, the dance at the Rifle Club is organized by the Rifle Club.
Okay.
The Lennoxville Youth Center is having a dance at the park that evening, and then the day will end up with fireworks.
I've got one thing here on your event, the schedule, and I'd like to invite all the politicians in the neighborhood to come, except yourself, Muriel. This is the hot air balloon.
Oh, my God.
I had to get that one.
That's, oh, boy.
Well, you'll have
Talk
that.
about a low blow.
You'll have all that balloon will be floating away from
The politicians can get in when they won't even need the helium.
Never mind, Walter. We take precautions. It's going to be tethered.
Okay. No, but that's another good event, isn't it?
Yes, it is, and
Yeah.
it's always very popular.
Yeah.
But and there's day-long entertainment with lots of interesting groups participating,
You
including
always have the parade, too?
That's right. I mentioned the parade in town. It's
Yeah.
going to be led by the RCMP this year.
Wonderful.
With
Lots of color.
That's right, and the the Eastern Townships Pipe Band.
They're good,
Great.
too. They're really good.
And I think there'll be lots of booths there, too, and,
Oh
and
yes,
things to
arts
visit.
and crafts and
Yeah.
information booth. The Cloggers will be there, and the Estrie Young Singers, and lots of
Wow.
old
Great
time music.
entertainment.
That's right.
And let me tell you, Terry,
great
you haven't
family
been there to one of these yet.
No, but I'm going.
You got to take this one in.
Yeah.
You know, I can tell you for sure you're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah.
There's always something going on, Mary.
That's right.
It sounds like it's a wonderful time to just meet the people in the community, the English community and the French community,
It's
in and around
both communities.
the
That's
Lanxville
right.
area.
And there are lots of activities for children, you know.
That's
You got
great.
it for everybody.
That's right. It's
Good.
a family. It's a family day, and we hope we'll see everybody there.
Great. Well,
Thank
thank
Mary.
you.
Thank you very much. Don't forget, just stay for a second with us. Reminder, it's the 16th of June.
The 17th of
17th.
June, Walter. No, we don't give misinformation on this program,
No,
do we?
absolutely not. And if we do, we get corrected right away.
Yeah, right away.
Thank you, Muriel. But the breakfast is on Sunday.
Yes, the firemen will be having
That's a
their
big one,
usual
too.
lunch. That's they'll be serving at 8 o'clock and
Okay.
right through till noon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for
Okay.
having me.
And we'll be there.
Good. I'll look
I'll
for
bring
you.
Terry along if I have to drag her on.
I'll
I
go
don't.
for
I don't
sure.
think you're going to have to drag.
No, I don't
No,
think
not
so
at
either.
all.
Okay, thank you very much,
Yeah.
Muriel. Okay, we're Terry. You and I are supposed to be talking.
Yes, I
What
think
is this thing
so.
about psychology here now? Tell me about it.
Wow. Well, let's see.
You're first of all, you're a qualified psychologist.
No, I'm not a psychologist. I'm a psychotherapist.
Psychotherapist.
Yeah,
Okay.
a little bit of a difference there.
Okay.
And I see individual people.
Yeah.
And
What do you do for them?
well, what I see couples and I see individuals who are having trouble with
The relationships?
either the relationships or themselves. If they're feeling depressed, they're feeling
Okay.
down. If they're having trouble coping with a certain change in life, such as divorce or
Okay.
death or things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And I think I'm a little unique in the sense that my training is from the States, and I have a very varied approach to the counseling, so I can tailor make a counseling therapy to the person's needs.
Okay.
And also what I do is I think I'm also the only one in the area that does this, is I offer reduced rates for people on welfare and people on unemployment.
So you give a discount?
And students, yeah, because Jesus, these people cannot afford to pay $16, $70 for a psychologist and they're on welfare and they need help too.
Can we take a look at the? I know that
Yes,
Walter
we
was
have
out,
a tape. Yeah, actually, this morning I was seeing a couple, and this is sort
This
of
a real couple now?
This is an actual couple
Okay.
that I see, and so you know they're coming into my office. It's a 2020 Prospect. Now, usually
What's the phone number?
569-2564.
We'll get that in.
Okay.
All right. So the couple comes in to see you at your office.
Yeah, and what we do is I think it's communication. It's looking at what's going on in the relationship, and a lot of couples forget how to communicate, and they forget how to talk without hurting and injuring each other. So I show them tools that they can bring home with them, and they can learn how to grow and take their relationship in charge by themselves. So that they don't have to become dependent upon a therapist. This, right now, what I'm showing is I'm having them do an exercise called the mirroring technique. And it's a very profound exercise you can take at home and you can practice, and it shows you how to talk and really listen and get close to someone and get down to the bottom issues, what's really going on.
And it works?
Oh, yes, it works.
What's the hand holding there? How does that
And the kiss.
Yeah, that's cute.
That is very cute.
Yeah. Does
So,
this happen all the time, that people kiss and make up sort of thing? Or
not
or bond
always,
together?
not always.
But it...
Unfortunately,
yeah.
a lot of people wait till it's very late in the relationship, until there's been so much pain and hurt created that we really have to do a lot of first aid in the beginning.
Okay.
But the key point is really for people to decide if they want to keep at this relationship or not. That is the deciding
But
factor.
they have to decide that for themselves, though.
They have to decide that for themselves, and then they can come to a therapist and learn tools and learn techniques that will help them revive this relationship, revive the romance, and it is doable, but you've got to want it.
Now, you just started with this fairly short time
About
ago?
2 years.
2
I've
years
got
ago?
my private practice now. It's been 2 years.
So it's nice of you to take time off and come and join us for Townships Magazine.
This is a wonderful hobby, and I have so much fun here. And
Is that sort of therapy for you?
It is, completely.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to thank you for asking me to come on the show with
Well,
you.
you're welcome.
I've learned so much, and this guy is so knowledgeable about what he does. He's a real pro.
I told her before the show, I only pick the best. No, No, we had a lot of fun together.
Yes.
And I think it shows on the air, too.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I've had a great time, and I think it's fun to have two people commenting and having different perspectives.
You going to come back with us in the fall?
Well, I sure hope so.
All right.
Are you inviting me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
In front of everybody. and we'll be in Magog and so on, North Harriscliff and North Hatley, but we'll also be back in Cowansville and Waterloo and
Florida?
Well, Florida, sure, absolutely.
Of course,
on Cable,
of course.
St. Petersburg, the great place to be. Now, a couple of things coming up, and then we're going to talk to our good friend Sunil. The Piff to Petsy Slow Pitch Tournament is on.
That's right.
June the 24th to July the 2nd. I was at the press conference. You want to see some big guys from South Carolina, North Carolina, Texas. And boy, they really bang that ball, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Now, museums, there's the Louis Saint Laurent that's on all summer long, a great historical museum that teaches all about Louis Saint Laurent, the former Premier of Prime Minister of Canada, whom I met a number of times. A very nice gentleman. And there's Uplands Museum, other kinds of museums. But talking about museums,
yes,
here comes Sunil. Hi, Sunil.
Hi there.
Well, you keep kidding, Sunil. But no, you've got a couple of things that kind of interesting that you.
Yes, well, we always talk about all the arts and entertainment in the area.
We're right into it now.
And for our last show, I wanted to talk about a couple of books that were written by Townshippers.
Yes, great idea.
So why don't you show this one to our viewers here.
Now, the title of this one is really funny.
That's called The Nonsensical, Preposterous, Ridiculous, as well as Silly Songbook. It's written by Phyllis Robbins, who's a folk singer and an auto harp player from Waterville, Quebec.
Are you going to sing a song out of this book?
No, but it has. But it has everybody. It has a lot of songs for people to sing. Everything from B-I-N-G-O to what's that other one song called?
For those of you.
Bingo, or to My Uncle Roasted a Kangaroo.
Oh,
these are songs that people would remember from sitting around at the fireplace or sing-alongs with family.
One bottle of pop on the wall.
I've heard this song before, but it wasn't called One Bottle of Pop.
and what Phyllis has done is she's taken these traditional songs and she's written piano arrangements and chords to folk instruments to them. Yeah. So that way people can play along as well. And it's for kids. It's great. Teachers can use it to teach kids how to read and whatnot. It's a lot of fun. And also Phyllis will be at Friendship Day in Lennoxville conducting a sing-along with the kids.
Hey, there we go.
That's part of the fun.
Can adults join in?
Sure, why not? Well, and it's the songs are in zetabetical order instead of alphabetical order, so that's a little bit different. Everything about that book is a lot of fun. There are illustrations as well. It's very Ducky. Ducky means sweet or cute, and it's a word I picked up from Penny Doney, who wrote this book called Thank you. Who wrote this book called The Adventures of Janie, and this is a really special book because she took the stories that her mother told her as she was growing up, and she's put this into a book with illustrations by Kay Kinsman, who's an artist from Lennoxville as well.
Very well.
And they will both be at Friendship Day signing autographs
and
selling these books at Valerie Cruchen's pharmacy.
Okay.
In the morning of Friendship Day.
Don't you have something exciting
to
tell the viewers about?
There's so much going on this summer, and you can read about it all in Townships Week magazine and the Record. One of those things is the La Ronde is opening up again.
Yeah.
For our listeners, for our last show, I'm giving away a pair of tickets.
There you go. But you got to write in, right?
Yes. All I want people to do, the only thing you guys have to do to win is to write in. The deadline's June the 23rd.
And the
address is on the screen right now.
205 Leger, and postal code is J1L2H4.
You can also fax. You can also fax it as well.
820-7834.
So if you want a pair of tickets, it allows 2 people to go to La Ronde, all the rides for free, and if you pick one of the fireworks days, you can just look up in the sky and you'll see the fireworks. Right? Oh, it's worth at least $50.
At least.
Sure.
So there you go.
You can go on a Saturday.
That's great. Wonderful. Well, we put this here for now, and if nobody else answers, I'll go down and take it.
And it was a real.
Hey, let's go down together.
And it was a real pleasure to be part of this show. I just wanted to tell you guys that. It's a lot of fun working with you.
And I hope that you'll be back in the fall.
Thank you. I will be. Sure.
Okay. And see, I do all my presentations and ask you right on the air.
So what are you going to
This is so he doesn't have to take us out for dinner.
Hey, by the way, I just want to mention a couple of things. First of all, as I said before, Townships Magazine, here's a scoop for you. We'll be on next fall in September in Cowansville and Foster and Granby and all that area. And, of course, in the whole Magog area.
Good, I'm pleased. Many people from those areas have been asking me why they can't get it.
So well, they'll be back. We'll be on in the fall. Good. All of us here, our little family.
Yeah.
And I want to thank Pierre Deschambault, Marc Côté.
Our great camera guys.
Yeah. And Monsieur Dupont, who's with us too, he's giving us all the hand signals here. You know,
yeah, they do a great job, and these guys are volunteer, and they come every time, every week.
So we have to thank Walter Mark Trudeau as well.
Yes, your son, great producer.
He's a producer, a cameraman. He can do anything.
He does everything back there. So we have a really lucky
And here's an invitation also to you. If you can't see us, well, we'll be on there the week of the 8th. But after that, we'll be off until September. However, if you want to catch me in the morning, you can on FM. I put my pajamas on, and I have a cup of coffee with you from 9:30 to 10 o'clock. That's at 95.5. And sometimes Sunil joins me on the Thursday morning.
Without his glasses, barely awake.
Thursday mornings, I put my pajamas on, too.
And he calls me and we chat. And of course, I'm on CJD in the afternoon with a little chat with Jimmy Duff at 800 and 900 on the AM dial.
Yeah.
And the rest of the time, I just relax and have a good time.
Yeah.
And you know, it's a good time to remind people to be careful when you're driving. Don't drink and drive.
That's
and the other thing, it applies to boats too, you know.
Yep, we forget that.
Yes.
Because people go partying on boats. And so
can I also just thank the readers of the Record for their continued support, even though we've changed our format, we've gone tabloid. A lot of people have expressed a satisfaction, so that I was really pleased about that.
Sunil, I'd like to thank, on behalf of Terry and the whole crew here, thank all our faithful viewers.
Yes,
who are also readers of the Record in many cases.
Yes.
Many cases.
But thank you all.
And if you have any ideas for shows for next fall, drop us a line. Yeah. So we love your input. You know, don't be shy, don't hesitate, take that pen and write to us.
And don't flip before the show is over, because we've always got some surprises, and believe me, we'll have some more good shows in the fall. So thank you all very much to all of the stations that are carrying the show, but more especially to all of the viewers.
Yeah.
You're the greatest, and that's why we're here, to be of service.
Yes.
Thank you all.
Have a great summer, and we'll see you in September.
A safe one, too.
Bye-bye.